Hi, this is Osman. I'm an energy healer, yoga and meditation teacher, and an entrepreneur. Please be sure to visit my website, yogawellness786.com, and where you can get updated, current day, trending subjects discussed from both a modern as well as an ancient sciences perspective that can be applied in your everyday life and find solutions to some challenges and problems that you could be facing. And also remember that we are using natural therapies, in order to improve lifestyle and improve your body's capacity to overcome challenges that may be troubling you, like illnesses and so forth. And these are not a replacement for medical treatment. If you have a medical condition, please consult a qualified and licensed medical professional in your locality. Today I'd like to speak about how to overcome diabetes, and using natural methods. So firstly, you have to understand that you have to be under medical supervision and under medical treatment. You have to follow your doctor's orders, follow the protocols and the prescriptions by a doctor in the first place, because he will do various tests. He will know your conditions. And the tests are very, very, especially when it comes to diabetes, those tests are extremely important. And whatever he tells you not to do, he doesn't have much time to go into too much detail, because doctors normally are required to spend an average of 10 minutes per patient, and they have to move on to the next and the next and next patient. And in that 10 minutes, it is impossible for him to stress very deeply the importance of whatever he's telling you. He will just tell you very quickly by looking at your test what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So in a video like this, it is possible for me to go a little bit more in detail, having a lot of experience with diabetes myself, and overcome the negative effects of diabetes by reversing a lot of its effects on me, and its destructive side effects. I've managed to and managing it. So a doctor would tell you that there is no such thing as diabetes can be cured. It can just be better managed, right? Or the condition can be improved. So in my opinion, I've studied and researched this, and I have personal experience in my own body, as well as experience with lots of other people over decades, because I'm involved in energy healing. And I could say, as far as my expertise to date is concerned, you cannot cure it, but you can dramatically improve its management and live a normal life in terms of your lifestyle, but not in terms of what you eat, right? So there has to be a lot of changes, and as well as your activities. So the cornerstone is, number one, do not neglect your medication and the doctor's prescriptions, right? Secondly, it is a dietary related illness. You have to completely stop high glucose foods or foods with refined sugars, right? Means all regular sugar, anything that has got sugar completely is a poison for you, right? You cannot have it for as long as you live. You cannot have it on occasion. There is no way you can include it in your diet ever, right? If you start doing that, it may not show harm immediately, but over a 5-10 year period, suddenly it will hit you, right? And now I'm sitting here as a blind person because I felt my diabetes was very well managed. If I consumed sugars or sweet, like regular products, sweet products, chocolates, and desserts, ice creams, and I felt my sugar level, and I checked, my sugar levels were not going up. they were normal, right? They were good, and I was not on any medication, right? I managed to control my diet and lost a lot of weight, and I was over 100 kg, and I came down. I lost over 20 kgs, and started to exercise daily. Mild exercise, started with walking, and then started to work out with strength training. From walking to fitness, body weight fitness, and then to strength training with weights, right? And of course, yoga and meditation, always throughout. And I felt I'm cured. This is cured because I'm feeling okay. I don't. When I check my sugar levels, they are normal. If I consume anything sweet, everything is normal. But then I think about 10 years later, I got hit with neuropathy associated with stress as well and other conditions, but neuropathy and glaucoma and blindness, right? Now currently I am permanently blind, lost my eyesight completely, right? So the only way I had to try to recover or stop the damage was to immediately stop that which was harmful and poisonous and adjust my diet. And I reversed a lot of my neuropathy over the last 6 years, right? It's not like snap of a finger and neuropathy went away. No. Natural methods are slow, and it's also a learning curve because it's very difficult to adjust to a very strict dietary and exercise regimen, right? And taking the right supplements and also getting misguided along the way because there's so much of information on the internet on natural methods, and you want to try all these things and so many fantastic claims that you will be claimed, cured, and you can consume this, your sugar levels are not bad, but I'm sitting today blind, right? Trying to recover my eyesight. So I don't want this to happen to you. Yes, you can improve your diabetes dramatically. And the secret behind it is remove all refined carbohydrates from your food. Have a wholesome diet where, from an omnivore perspective, not refined foods and no saturated fats, right? Include lots of fresh fruit and vegetables and nuts and plant-based sources of fats. So cut out all vegetable oils completely. The only oil that you can add in a very small moderation is olive oil, right? And maybe flaxseed oil or chia seed oil, right? And flaxseed oil, if you're going to include that, you can consume 1 tablespoon of that per day because it's very high in omega-3, but you need to have it cold pressed and ensure that it is natural, 100% natural and pure and not very highly processed, right? Minimally processed, and not in a supermarket aisle. It must be purchased from a fridge. It must be something that needs to be kept cold and refrigerated, right? So, but simply put, they found there was a Dr. Jason Fung. You can research him on the internet, Dr. Jason Fung. He did a lot of research on managing and reversing the symptoms of diabetes or stopping the symptoms, especially nerve damage as well as kidney damage, right? So very common is kidney damage and of course eye problems, right? Glaucoma and blindness, right? And what he recommends is a diet restricting refined carbohydrates and consuming mainly proteins and healthy fats, right? Preferably plant-based fats like nuts, seeds, and avocados. Avocados is amazing, right? You can get to love it and enjoy, and it's very healthy as well, right? And protein sources, preferably plant-based protein sources, or if you're going to have meat and chicken in moderation, but remove the fat, have lean cuts of meat and remove the skin. Ideally, it's good to be, plant-based, whole foods plant-based, but it's not practical for everyone to do that. But don't have like processed meats, like refined meats, the kebabs and the burger patties and so forth, because there's a lot of fat in there. In order to make it tasty, they put a lot of spices and a lot of fat, and this is harmful for you, right? Saturated fats, animal based, you need to reduce those fats in your diet. And also you have to ensure that you are exercising, at least walking daily, and also you have to manage your weight and your waistline. You have to come within the healthy recommended levels of your weight. You need to know for your height, on average, what weight you should be, right? Don't guess it on your own. Don't look at the mirror, and don't let people tell you, no, you look fine, you're not, you're okay, you're not too big. It's because you have a very dangerous disease, right? So go online or ask your doctor what's the recommended, but make sure you follow the guidelines. That for your height, if you need to be, let's say for example, between 65 and 75, or between 60 and 75 kg, don't say you are big boned and 75 kg is okay, or just be safe. Try to aim for the middle, right? So around 68, 67 kg, right? And if you're around the maximum end, do everything in your power to reduce it, and remove refined and processed foods completely from your diet. You are diabetic, you're not a normal person, right? You can't take chances with that type of your illness is a dietary based illness, right? And the problem, if you don't mind dying early, or and so forth, that's not the problem. A lot of people say, I'd rather die, I want to enjoy my food. The death is not the problem. Death is actually a gift for someone who is suffering from the complications of diabetes. Complications later, towards the tail end of your life, can be so miserable. You're going to have amputated feet, amputated arms, you're going to have kidney damage, dialysis, stroke, living in napkins. You're going to go to your grave piece by piece, not peacefully, right? You're not going to go peacefully and happily to your grave. You're going to go piece by piece, because they're going to amputate you. You're going to get a stroke, and you're going to be miserable. You don't need all that, right? Try to, live dignified for as long as possible, and take care of your diet, right? So, of course, you can contact me to guide you, directly, and I can assist you to overcome a lot of it, a lot of your problems, and, under supervision of your doctor, of course. And you can come to a level where I used to be massively overweight, and I've worked on my weight over the years. I've kept my weight off, I would say now close on to about 18, 19 years that I've kept my weight off. For the first 10 years, initially I dropped over 20 kgs, and I maintained, that weight. I had a waistline of 46 inches, and I dropped down to 34 inches, and I kept that for about 10 years. And thereafter, I worked on it further after I had further complications from diabetes related, due to also not neglecting my diet, right? Eating all types of regular food. Then I worked again on my diet and my weight, and I dropped another 4 inches in waist size down to a 30-inch waist, and another 5 kilo, about 5 to 10, say about close to 10 kilograms more, that I lost, and been maintaining, and that for a while. And I used to be initially on 5 insulin injections per day, and chronic high blood pressure tablets, as well as chronic cholesterol tablets. And when I lost my weight initially, which was about 18 years ago, I've been off insulin, all insulins, and all blood pressure. My blood pressure became normal, and my cholesterol levels were normal, just by managing my diet with diet and exercise, right? And working under close conjunction with my doctor as well. I didn't self remove myself from these medications, right? Under supervision of a doctor. And I maintain that until today, I am not under any medications, right? And my blood sugar levels and HbA1cs and so forth now are, within the normal range and the safe ranges. And even the neuropathy, which was harming me so badly, has decreased tremendously over the last 6 years. I can say I am 99% neuropathy free. I have to really focus and think hard to, feel a tinge of neuropathy, faintly somewhere. And because I just kept working and improving my protocols. So hopefully this information helps you. Please ensure to, go to my website, yogawellness786.com, and take care of yourself.